Right now, actually, we are going through a big change. Initially, till 2014, mostly our market was voice-oriented, circuit switch-based. But now, since the auction of spectrum, we have moved in a big way into the mobile broadband arena, and that has resulted in many new businesses being opening up, and the existing services being extended using the ICTs. Well, there was already a pent-up demand, like one would like to have access to the internet. What we have seen is that people use it for entertainment mostly, but then there are certain businesses like Uber, Careem, and others who are using it for actually businesses. Some are using it for marketing, some are using it for other services. Just to give you an example, recently there was a young person on a panel, and the moderator asked him, "So what do you do?" And he said, "Well, I create content and that goes viral." How does it go viral? Because we have access to the internet, people have access to the internet. And it's generally now in developed countries, it's considered like a basic human right. So in Pakistan also, we are seeing an increase in the number of users. What we would really like is that this transforms into economic benefit also, and also for the services to reach the far-flung areas. For example, people who do not have access to doctors, they should be able to use ICTs to have an access to the doctor. It can be used for learning, for agriculture, providing government services, and so on. The sky is the limit. Well, we need to work on that, and we are actually. This was just the first step, the auction of the spectrum. We did some auction on the lower frequency side so that the reach can increase. But basically, we need to invest on the fixed infrastructure. As PTA, we are actually enablers of technologies. We come up with policies, regulations that help the private companies in going about their businesses, taking fiber to the home, intercity fiber, international connectivity. In our case, actually, the policy comes from the Ministry of Information Technology. So that's the place where actually the policy comes from, but they get their input from us. So because we are more closer to the ground, we give them our recommendations. Then we have meetings with them, the Ministry of IT and the Finance Ministry, the law, and all the other relevant stakeholders, and then policy directives are issued accordingly. Well, what I am a great believer on is that ICTs can really bring about changes in the lives of the citizens of Pakistan who do not have access to the basic service. This can facilitate that, and we need to work on that. My vision is that all the people who are not connected, they get connected, so that they can have access to the basic services. Those children who cannot go to the traditional schools have access to some system of education. Those women who cannot go out of their homes can have their businesses from their home using broadband, sell their embroidery using the internet, get the payment using the mobile banking accounts. Similarly, farmers, they have access to the latest technologies, and health services provided for the citizens of Pakistan in the villages through e-clinics that are being established. It's basically an overall ecosystem, and at the same time we have the economic development of the country through all these factors.